Assalamualaikum. In this video presentation, me and my team members will present about our final year project, which is the title is BATEK Aborigine Towards Support Development at Taman Negara Pahang. My name is NURZUHATINI bin ZAINI. My number matric is 2019-253316. Next, we go to the introduction. BATEK Aborigine attitude about tourism development are difficult to define, as there is no common definition of BATEK indigenous people in relation to tourism development. As a result, various studies have been conducted on this topic, which has implications for planning and management. In the context of Taman Negara Pahang, this study employed thematic content analysis to investigate the attitude of BATEK towards support on tourism development. Although some early study has attempted to explore Aborigine tourism, HASRUL et al. 2012 found that there is no common definition of BATEK indigenous people in relation to tourist development, according to the Scrivens et al. 2021, which suggests a definition of BATEK Aborigine in relation to tourism development. There is two research questions, which is, do the BATEK Aborigine really support tourism development at Taman Negara Pahang? And the second research question is about what are the type of attitude that cause BATEK Aborigine people to support tourism development at Taman Negara Pahang. We will discuss more in the next presentation.
Hi, my name is BINTI MUSA. My number matric to 019-423-904. I will talk about BATEK Aborigine support to tourism development. The main income for BATEK tribe is dependent on activities such as hunting and collecting forest products such as agar wood, rattan, honey, medical plants, and others. More BATEK teenagers and youths are getting involved in ecotourism related activities. There are members of BATEK Aborigines in Pahang National Park who used to work as a porter hauling goods while hiking, become a tour guide, a boat driver, resort workers, and many others. It was found that BATEK indigenous people were proud to support the development of tourism as drivers and boat builders to tourists, while the women sell BATEK arts and craft to tourists. Since indigenous communities are rarely treated as equal partners in the process tourism development, they thought that the benefit was not on their side. Next, I will continue with the methodology. This study conducts a systematic literature review (SLR) related to tourism social science literature published between 1970 is the earliest Aborigine study identified until 2022. The study used the Scopus, Science Direct, Emerald, ProQuest, and others database to examine the relevant literature. This is because it can provide access to a wide range of peer review titles and citations and can be from journals, books, and conference proceedings. The SLR approach is the best way to reveal evidence on the topics discussed, as SLR offers the possibility to combine existing literature and create a solid definition and foundation for future research. The specific approach to our SLR consists of 4 steps: is the preliminary search of terms, preliminary scans of abstracts, secondary scan of abstracts, and in-depth review and thematic content analysis.
Now we go to the finding and discussion. Our research on BATEK Aborigine discovered various important aspects, including programmers of BATEK Aborigine development, economic implication, advantage, tourist experience, participation of indigenous people and visitors, and ecotourism in indigenous tourism. This presentation focuses on previous research on the impact received by BATEK Aborigine due to tourism development. This present also seeks to fill an important gap in the literature by focusing on the attitude factor in BATEK Aborigine, because most studies with similar topic discuss the importance of ethnic culture for indigenous tourism experience, but its role in attitude context remains unclear. we discussed about the character, attitude, and acceptance of Batik Aborigine in Taman Negara Pahang. As a result, it is critical to understand the influence that tourist development has had on Batik Aborigine. The second one is the Batik Aborigine faces several issues as a result of the harmful impact of tourist development on their village. Tourism development may have a positive influence on the life of indigenous people by increasing their income, expanding job possibility, improving infrastructure and public service, and supporting the promotion and preservation of their local culture. As a result, Batik Aborigine is more than just an entrepreneur endeavor targeted for a certain event, while there are no continued or comprehensive effort by the government to indicate in the tourism agenda.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti AINA binti Abdul Manaf, entry number 2019253318. Next, we go to my part, which is implication of government initiative by encourage more Batik Aborigines participation in the tour guide course organization. A specific approach such as a special learning module should be considered. For example, at communication learning, self-motivation and basic English into the special module. The module should also be more in line with the need to develop the Batik Aborigines in the national park area in the ecotourism industry. Next, those in charge are advised to disclose the rules of codes of ethics when visiting the Batik settlement. It can be displayed on any tourist route before entering the settlement of the Batik people. In addition, the enforcement of for tourist guide to be required to explain the rules to enter the Batik settlement one by one is also seen to be helpful. The party propose to provide incentive or encouragement to Batik yachts to become professional tour guides. Any training program for this purpose can be carried out practically. If they are not interested in learning activities involving writing and reading, such as programs should incorporate elements of their traditional culture so that they are able to provide information to tourists about a transparent culture and not a mere fabrication. Variation methods that can be done to inculcate their traditional culture. For example, by intensifying the study of their traditional culture at the same time involving the Batik people in the study. The Batik people involved should act as educators to the young directly and indirectly. In conclusion, the embrace of new cultural aspect provides exposure to BATEK indigenous people to interact with the outside world, although in the national park are unwilling to engage or anti-development. This is because their involvement in the tourist sector has been happening for a long time, but in slow progress, limited to the basic irritation and most of the time seasonal. Due to the administrative and personal constraints, they are still far behind their neighbor around Kuala Tahan who are active in the tourism sector. In order to ensure that these communities can move on par with their neighbor in this sector, they need to be given the opportunity to take an approach that is compatible with their custom and culture to shape their direction and future in the sector. That's all for me. Thank you.